Right, you're not going crazy. This really is a bright orange Lamborghini Urus on the Pokey Little Dino Dude Rocket YouTube channel. And if you're thinking, Louis, that's not a Lamborghini Urus, that's just an Audi Q8 in a puffer jacket, well, you're correct, and also deeply upsetting to Lamborghini's marketing department. This is the 2025 Lamborghini Urus, and today I'm going to tell you why this slice of V8 brilliance is terrifying and also a bit like when your custom character appears in a cutscene. It is bright orange, like Fanta bottle left out in the sun orange, like your diversity coordinator's least favourite politician orange. Lamborghini calls this colour Arancio Borealis, because of course they do. Moving along the side of the car, it's just an absolute masterclass in design. These beautiful, massive wheels with gorgeous made in Germany brakes, the Lamborghini logo emblazoned proudly upon them. The Italian flag here with these vents. I don't think they even do anything, they just look nice. The angles, the aggressiveness, these big mirrors, the sloping roof, the black trim with the Urus SE printed on the side. The fuel cap, I don't want to think about how much this car costs to fill up. Moving further back is where the design really hits crazy levels. You've got this spoiler right here, another duckbill spoiler here, angular lights with Lamborghini underneath the glass, more vents here, these ones are real, and moving down you've got these beautiful exhausts that have got little hole punches all the way through. And whilst this car looks great from every angle, I think the back is my favourite. The Lamborghini logo sits deservedly proudly, these beautiful rear lights, the angled license plate, and this black plastic down here. Lamborghini know how to turn a normal car into a boyhood dream. Underneath the bonnet, you have a 4-litre twin turbocharged petrol V8. That's right, it's a turbocharged engine. In fact, it's the first Lamborghini to ever feature this. And don't tell the masses, but in fact, it shares this engine with the Porsche Cayenne and the Audi RS6. So yes, this is essentially an Audi RS Q8 that went to drama school and got a bunch of plastic surgery. But listen to this. It has 789 horsepower. That gives it a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds. You could push my Robin off a cliff and it would be slower than that. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a bit like Lamborghini designed this car whilst they were at a rave. You've got screens everywhere, buttons everywhere, angled edges all over the place. A bit like Tony Stark designed it whilst he was on acid. And the start-stop button is covered by this red flap because you don't just turn on a Lamborghini, you arm it. The sound this car makes is absolutely incredible. It's like being inside one of my childhood dreams. The interior is lovely, the ride comfort is brilliant, and when you hit the beams... Oh my God! Ah! Those brakes are like you've hit a brick wall. It's incredible. Oh my Lord! 700 horsepower. It's beyond belief. This thing is, I think, 15 times more powerful than my car. Oh. And it's so deceptive because it's so comfortable in here, so refined, but then you hit the accelerator and it goes like a bat out of hell. I love this car more than words can possibly say. I can see why it's quite popular. And even now, when you get on gravel road like this, it's incredibly comfortable. Lamborghini weren't lying when they said that it was designed to be partially off-road capable. That is nice, those backup cameras. So you get a 360 view all the way around the car. That is wonderful. There's a very high chance that this is the first time you've ever watched my YouTube channel. And if that's the case, I'd like to say, please leave me a comment because that helps the algorithm more than anything else. You can also like and subscribe to see more cool stuff like this on interesting cars. And if you really want to help, go over to my Patreon. You can get early access to all my videos, DMing with me, your name in the credits, and any bonus content that might be available. Thank you very much. Back to the video. On a normal day of use, you could actually consider the Urus relatively practical. It has 616 litres of boot space and 5 seats. It is, however, 2.2 metres wide, which I'm informed is about as wide as your mother. Lamborghini says that this can go off-road, which is kind of like saying a flamingo can swim. It's technically correct, yes, but absolutely nobody is doing that on purpose. Despite this, it does have several off-road driving modes, including hill descent control, adjustable air suspension, and the ground clearance of an angry squirrel. So here's the deal. The Urus is actually Lamborghini's second attempt at an SUV. The first one was the LM002, which was essentially a Humvee with a Countach engine that smelled like testosterone and petrol. It was designed for oil barons and Bond villains. And by the way, if any of you watching happen to be either an oil baron or a Bond villain and you have an LM002, get in touch because I'd love to feature it. When you come back from the shops, which will almost certainly be Waitrose, not Aldi, you can get the bags in easily with this electrically opening boot lid. As I said, there's quite a lot of space back here, and the care that Lamborghini have gone to is really rather special. I mean, even the stitching in this parcel shelf is immaculate. And when you're done, simply hit the button again. I love stuff like this. And here's the really annoying part. It works, and it works really well. The power is unrelenting. It corners flat, sticks to the road, handles like it shouldn't. And when you hit the brakes, it's like you've gone headfirst into a brick wall. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to mock it. But the truth is, it's fast, comfortable, and violently competent. Often you'll find big electric SUVs with similar power figures to this. But when you put your foot down in those, there is speed, sure, but it's also missing that significantly important petrol-powered soundtrack. Getting that kind of power out of a liquid fuel vehicle like this just underlines to me how electric cars are never going to replace petrol for motoring enthusiasts like us. Because when you put your foot down in this, there is a sense of occasion, there is a wow factor, there's theatricality. That kind of thing will never be replicated in an electric counterpart. So the 2025 Urus is louder, faster, and more orange than ever before. And it makes no sense. It's too big, too expensive, and too outrageously powerful. I'm still not sure if it should be considered a work of art or a war crime. Despite that, for myself and every other petrolhead kid with a dream, I unapologetically love this car. Now, if you're an incredibly wealthy individual, this part of the video isn't really for you. This is for the young men and women like myself who grew up idolizing cars just like this. The price of this begins at $208,000 and goes up to £300,000 or more depending on options, which is more than my house costs. If you put every penny I've made in my entire life together in one place, it still would not reach that amount. So whilst videos on cars like this are incredibly enjoyable to watch, and it's fascinating to see these work, comparison is the thief of joy. I'm here to remind you that whilst I'm incredibly honored to be allowed to make a video with this beautiful car, I'm still unapologetic about the fact that I have more fun in my Robin. And that costs 100 times less. Supercars are eye candy, they are bedroom poster material, but no matter how much or how little money you make, if cars are your passion, there will always be something out there that's just right for you. For example, one of my favorite cars of all time was a Nissan Micra K11 that I bought for £500. I'm saying all this because it used to depress me when I was younger, looking at cars like this and letting the gravity of the price tag set in, realizing I'll never be able to afford them. And if that's you too, then remember what I said. No matter who you are, there's a true automotive love out there for everybody, regardless of your financial situation. Now I've got 7 minutes left with this car, so same time next week.